I give the floor to a colleague from Portugal, José FARIA. José.
Thank you, Chair. I have to be very short because I have another meeting, so it's really speeding up. First of all, dear Mrs. Rajavi, dear Chairman, and my colleague and friend Gérard Deprez, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start my short intervention by saying that the delegation from this Parliament who visited Iran last month did not represent me, nor I believe a vast majority of my colleagues. That's the first point. And I have to say that if all the EU institutions and their representatives should keep human rights high on their agendas, it appears that this European delegation failed to point out that internal repression in Iran is unlikely to decrease. Economically, it is a fact that Iran presents a tempting opportunity for the EU. Numbers showed that last year, following the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Actions entering into force, EU-Iran trade nearly doubled compared to 2015. But Europe's approach to this renewing ties with Iran should not avoid a confrontation with the Iranian authorities in areas like the arms embargo on Syria, violations of United Nations Security Council resolutions, nuclear missile collaboration with North Korea, and human rights and fundamental rights freedoms. Dear friends, the EU must stop this business-as-usual approach to Tehran. No amount of trade and economic growth can make up for the suffering and loss of life caused by Iran's records on human rights. Since 2013, some Western nations have put forward Iranian President Hassan Rouhani as a new face for moderation. But this supposedly moderate president has overseen more than 3,500 executions in 4 years, just in 4 years, as well as ongoing crackdown on activism, independent press, and any social activities. Today, executions and human punishments remain a gloomy part of the everyday life of the Iranian people. And I'm sad to say that during the visit of the EP's delegation last month to Iran, the Iranian authorities gifted my colleagues, MEPs, with the execution of yet another 18 persons. That's inadmissible. The so-called moderate President Rouhani condones torture and arbitrary imprisonment, extensively violates human, economic and social rights, and encourages brutal forms of punishment such as public floggings, amputations, and denial of medical treatment as a means of terrorizing its own population into docile submission. Although Iran signed the Convention on the Rights of the Children, which places an absolute prohibition on the death penalty for offences committed by persons under 18, the regime is still the leading execution of minors in the world. Iran's civil society and its young people in particular are among the most progressive in all the Middle East and have always advocated for their rights and interests. They demand change. Dear friends, Iranians expect a lot from us, it's certain. They expect us Europeans to stand up for our core values, the defense of human rights and democracy, no matter the geographical location in the world. So I ask all the Europeans, and especially the European Union, not to let them down. Thank you very much, and now I have to leave. Thank you very much.